Welcome to Top News of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm El Nguli. Do you plan to go to the Hornbill Festival? I'm so glad that this time the Tourism Department, administration and the business community have decided to step in to monitor the prices of things being sold there at the festival, ladies and gentlemen. Some call it the Hornbill Festival, some call it the 500 rupee per chow Momo plate festival. It was in 2014 that I bought a 10 rupee bottle of water for about 70 rupees at PR Hill in Kohima. Thankfully, at our camp, we were the organizers of the music festival that year. But the stalls were not in our control. I think the stalls, they are not controlled by the government either. Otherwise, I would have sold my kidneys and jacket for a plate of aloo dal rice, ladies and gentlemen. Tourists, salaried people and higher middle class people can afford it. But I have no doubt that most average Naga persons now associate Hornbill Festival with profit orgies and high prices. People pay only because there are no affordable options once they get into the vibe at their festival. That's one reason why I believe most locals feel reluctant about returning to the festival. We are exceedingly happy that the Nagaland Tourism Department authorities this time have assured to monitor the prices there. Come on, what's the point of making a few thousand rupees in profit but spend the rest of your life in poverty because karma came and beat you in the armpit? So I hope the Tourism Department authorities get them this time. Blacklist anyone selling anything beyond 5% profit margin on any food item or water. And we complain why Nagas are never successful in business. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the top news stories of the week. Rescue teams at the Uttarakhand tunnel made contact with about 41 trapped workers for the first time since the tunnel collapsed on November 12. Ladies and gentlemen, the first visuals of the workers trapped inside the tunnel emerged in a video that was captured by an endoscopy camera which was sent inside the rubble. A 6-inch pipeline was then used to send in food items to the stranded workers there. On November 20th, the trapped workers finally had a hot meal after about 9 days when it was reported. On September 20, again, a team of international tunneling experts assessed the site. They assured that the trapped workers would be rescued safely. About 5 crore rupees have been allocated to women, survivors of sexual assault and other crimes in Manipur. This was the statement the Manipur government gave to the Supreme Court. An affidavit filed by the state's government did not mention the number of women who have been compensated so far. Ladies and gentlemen, in September, the court had ordered the state government to identify all religious buildings in the state, including churches, Hindu temples, Sanamite temples, mosques, and any other buildings of any other religions. The court told the government that the sites of these religious buildings should be protected from encroachment and destruction. Now, on the directives of the Supreme Court, the Manipur government notified an upgraded compensation scheme for female victims and survivors of sexual assault and other crimes. Now, the compensation for victims who lost their lives or those who were gang raped reportedly ranged from about 5 lakh rupees to about 10 lakh rupees, ladies and gentlemen. This issue continues to be an item in our conversations in Nagaland, ladies and gentlemen. The Nagaland government leaders and a number of Naga community organizations met on November 21st in an attempt to form an apex civil organization representing all the tribes of the state. Deputy Chief Ministers of Nagaland, Mr. Yantunga Patin and Mr. T.R. Ziliang, and some of their ministerial colleagues, and of course leaders of the CNTC, the Tenemiya Union of Nagaland and their units were in the meeting. However, there was no resolution. There was no Eastern Naga People's Organization in the meeting. This meant that the meeting could find no resolution. I'm excited to be thinking about talking about this particular topic in our next explainer, ladies and gentlemen. After a meeting with leaders of big technological companies and social media platforms in regard to the question of deep fakes, The Union Minister for Communications, Electronics and IT, Ashwini Vaishnaw, has said that the new regulations of the government of India would be formulated during the coming weeks. He said efforts will be made to complete a draft of the regulations. He was reported as having said that the stakeholders in the meeting agreed that deepfakes are a threat to the society. The minister said immediate steps need to be taken and focus should be on the aspects, namely detection, prevention, reporting mechanisms of deepfakes, and of course, raising and promoting awareness in regard. The United States, Germany, and Colombia have been announced as what is being called country partners for the 2023 edition of the Hornbill Festival of Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Minister of Nagaland, Nefirio, announced the development on his X handle on November 23rd. He expressed happiness at announcing the three countries as what he called country partners for the festival. He said to be looking forward to welcoming everyone during the festival. Nagaland will host a German business delegation for a round table with the Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland. Also, a German rock band called ELM3 will be participating in the Hornbill Music Festival. Besides, well-known German film productions will be screened at the festival's Film Festival edition. Further, performers and cultural ambassadors from Colombia will be a feature at the music festival there. The Chief Minister also said to be looking forward to hosting an American music band and participation of the United States in a number of events at the festival. We are not yet sure about which rock band or music band this will be from the United States this time, but I'm sure they'll be announcing later. Tourism Minister Tamjen Imna Along on Friday said the department will be regulating the price of food at the event. At the press conference earlier, he took serious note of reports of prices being hiked during the festival days at the venue. The tourism minister said that the tourism department has regulated the prices of food, including fruits and vegetables, essential commodities, and of course, taxi fares. The tourism department and a pricing committee will be strictly monitoring the situation and ensure compliance with the regulations. That was what the report said. In October 2023, the Kohima Chamber of Commerce and Industry also assured that it would be strictly monitoring the price hikes during the Hornbill Festival Night Carnival. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a very good move on the part of the tourism department and the authorities there in regard to regulating the prices during the festive days, because over the past about more than 15 years, one of the commonest complaints from the people have been the kind of price that has been set for the things that are sold or the services that are given during the festival. And we're very happy that you will now be regulating the prices at the festival. After about after about 49 days of blood and destruction, Israel and Hamas have begun a 4-day ceasefire starting on November 24. Reports said that the first group of 13 Israeli women and children are to be released by the Hamas. It also reported that the terrorist group is ready to release at least 50 Israeli hostages over the 4-day ceasefire. In return, Israel will also release at least 150 jailed Palestinians. That was the reports we have been receiving. The 4-day truce involves a comprehensive ceasefire in the north and southern Gaza. Elephants reportedly killed 4 persons, including a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old in Lalu Basti under Bogajan police station in Garbianlong district of Assam on November 23. Ladies and gentlemen, you may have come across this news report earlier. The incident reportedly happened at about 2 p.m. Reports citing eyewitnesses said an elephant attacked the persons when they were on their way home from a citronella field. The deceased people were identified as one Rebecca Kirkata, 28 years, Kaniya Traya, 50 years, Jesoya Kirkata, 4 years, and Augustine Kormarkar, 2 years old. Their bodies were taken to the Deephu Medical College and Hospital for autopsy. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Al. See you next time.